Imagine a generation of young learners still grappling with the shadows of a global health crisis. Their reading skills stubbornly lagging behind pre-pandemic levels. It's a wake-up call that demands our attention. As we dive into the latest educational insights, you'll see why this isn't just a fleeting setback, but a persistent challenge that could shape the future of our kids. But here's where it gets controversial. Despite efforts to rebound, reading proficiency remains stagnant, sparking debates on whether our education system is equipped to truly recover. Let's break this down step by step, exploring the data and what it means for students, educators, and policymakers alike. Picture this, in a bustling classroom at Tussahaw Elementary School in McDonough, Georgia, back in 2021, a student eagerly raises their hand, full of curiosity. Yet beneath that surface, a troubling trend persists. According to fresh testing results from NWEA, an organization dedicated to K-12 assessments and research, the reading abilities of 3rd through 8th graders nationwide are still entrenched in a downturn that began during the pandemic. Think of NWEA as a trusted diagnostic tool for schools, running tests that millions of students across thousands of U.S. institutions complete each year. Their Spring 2025 MAP growth assessments, which are adaptive tests that measure growth over time, paint a clear picture. While math shows some signs of life, reading is stagnant. And this is the part most people miss. The math news offers a glimmer of hope, but it's tempered by the reality that achievement across those grade levels has either remained flat or edged up just a tad, still falling short of where same grade peers were performing in 2019. Karen Lewis, NWEA's Vice President of Research, puts it bluntly. Math is making small strides forward, but reading hasn't moved an inch. She emphasizes that we can't just wish this away. Ignoring it would mean resigning ourselves to lasting educational gaps, and that's simply unacceptable. Diving deeper into the reading data reveals a disheartening story. The modest progress observed in 2022 has vanished, leaving students performing at or below the low points hit during the pandemic years. Essentially, kids in grades 3 through 8 are not matching the reading benchmarks set by their counterparts in 2019. What's striking, and perhaps divisive, is that this lack of improvement holds true across diverse groups, including different racial and ethnic backgrounds and schools serving varying levels of economic disadvantage. NWEA highlighted this in their announcement, underscoring that no subgroup has been spared, which raises questions about equity in education recovery. Is this a systemic issue pointing to deeper inequalities, or could targeted interventions turn the tide? It's a debate worth having. On the brighter side, math scores tell a slightly more encouraging tale for spring 2025. Students in multiple grades have shown small upticks when compared to the previous year's same age cohorts, building on gradual advancements since 2021. Moreover, these gains aren't limited to specific demographics. They've spread across racial, ethnic, and socioeconomic lines, suggesting a broader positive shift. That said, it's important for beginners to note that even with this progress, no grade level has yet reached the math proficiency levels seen before the pandemic in 2019. For instance, think of it like a runner who was sidelined by an injury. They're back on track, but still working to catch up to their old pace. These findings from NWEA echo broader concerns mirrored in federal reports, such as the nation's report card from earlier this year. That data, released by the National Center for Education Statistics, similarly flags ongoing struggles in math and reading skills post-COVID, reminding us that the pandemic's impact is a nationwide phenomenon, not isolated to a few regions. But here's where things get intriguing. NWEA is rolling out an innovative public tool, a performance dashboard designed to empower school leaders and decision makers. This dashboard allows users to compare their local students' results against a nationwide benchmark, updated 3 times a year. far more frequently than the biennial federal reports. Imagine it as a real-time health checkup for education. Tom Kane from Harvard University's Center for Education Policy Research compares it to regular medical visits, essential for monitoring recovery from a major injury like the pandemic. Without frequent insights, he argues, we're leaving students without the timely care they need. Megan Kuhfeld, NWEA's Director of Growth Modeling and Data Analytics, adds valuable context for those new to this. With recovery varying so much even within the same school or classroom, these national patterns help us identify hotspots for deeper investigation. It's about asking tough questions, like what extra support or resources are needed to ensure every student gets a fair shot. This tool arrives at a pivotal moment as districts and states navigate how to allocate limited funds for academic support. Yet this development unfolds against a backdrop of controversy. The Trump administration has significantly reduced funding and resources for the Institute of Education Sciences, IES, the U.S. Department of Education's arm responsible for gathering and analyzing student data. This cutback, as reported in recent news, has sparked heated discussions. Critics argue it's undermining data-driven decision-making, potentially exacerbating inequities. While supporters might see it as streamlining bureaucracy, does slashing such funding hinder our ability to track and address these educational gaps, or is it a necessary shakeup for more efficient reforms? It's a polarizing topic that invites reflection. In wrapping up, the persistence of reading struggles and the slow math recovery, highlighted by NWEA's data, serve as a stark reminder that the pandemic's educational hangover isn't fading quickly. With tools like the new dashboard offering more visibility, there's hope for targeted solutions, but only if we confront the challenges head-on. What do you think? Should governments and schools double down on reading interventions? Or is the focus on math a sign of progress elsewhere? Do these findings change how you view education policy? Share your opinions in the comments. Let's discuss and learn from each other.